Hey, you. Yeah, you with the thumb that just won't quit. Scrolled past three cats doing yoga, two people fake laughing at each other in slow motion, and one guy trying to sell you a course on how to be rich in 5 minutes. But here you are, still scrolling, still looking for something. Maybe you don't even know what. Maybe you're just here because your brain needed a break, or your heart needed noise, or your soul needed to not feel whatever it's been quietly carrying all day. But listen, this thing we're doing right now, it's not nothing. It matters. And no, I don't mean that in some weird spiritual TikTok affirmations way, where I tell you you're stardust and you need to align your frequency. I mean it in the human way, in the real, cracked, beautiful, messy, breathtaking way. Because deep down, I know you feel it too. The ache, the fuzz, the slipping. They call it scrolling. I call it slipping away, slipping from our moments, slipping from our own lives, slipping from the version of us that actually laughs with people instead of reacting with an emoji, slipping from the quiet parts of our day where magic used to live. It's weird, right? The more connected we are, the more alone we feel. We've got hundreds of people in our pocket, but can't remember the last time we made eye contact that didn't involve a screen reflection. I'm not here to make you feel bad about that. I do it too. I've lost mornings, afternoons, entire Saturdays just falling deeper into the endless scroll, like some kind of digital quicksand. One moment I'm watching a guy build a cabin with no tools. Next minute I'm looking up how to make homemade kombucha. And before I know it, I've lived a whole other fake life without even getting off the couch. And here's the scary part. It's designed that way. Every ping, every swipe, every autoplay is a carefully crafted little hook in your brain. And I get it. The world is exhausting. Real life is hard. You can't just go for a walk and feel better if your heart's heavy and your mind's screaming. Sometimes the screen feels like the only place that gets you, but the screen doesn't get you. It distracts you. And distraction is not comfort. It's not healing. It's just a pause button on the pain. And when you come back to your life, the mess is still there. The laundry's still unfolded. The conversation you're avoiding still hasn't happened. The dream you're too scared to chase is still sitting in the back of your mind like, hey, remember me? Look, there's a story I want to tell you. It's about a man. Let's call him Ravi. Every day, Ravi would walk to the river to bring home water for his family. Same routine, same path, same little bucket. But this bucket, it had a tiny hole. Barely noticeable, just a soft drip, plip, plip, plip. By the time Ravi got home, half the water was gone. His family was still thirsty. Day after day, this kept happening. He thought it was the heat, or the distance, or the river not giving enough. But one day, he sat down, looked at the bucket, and saw the hole. Just a little one. Quiet, consistent, stealing everything. And once he patched it, that same walk, that same journey, became enough. Because the leak was fixed. You see it, right? You are Ravi. Your energy, your focus, your presence, that's the water. And the hole is that little rectangle glowing in your hand, leaking your life one scroll at a time. Nobody's asking you to smash your phone, or delete every app, or become a barefoot forest hermit who writes poetry about moss. I'm just saying. Notice the leak. Just notice it. Because awareness, that's how the healing starts. Let me ask you something. When's the last time you sat still without trying to escape the stillness? When's the last time you looked out a window and just watched the world for 5 minutes? No music, no podcasts, no reels. When's the last time you felt a feeling without trying to mute it with a meme? We're all afraid to be bored now, but boredom is holy. It's where your mind goes to stretch, to breathe, to tell you what's really going on in there. And yeah, that might hurt at first. But pain isn't the enemy. Numbness is. Because you can heal pain. You can't heal what you've buried under 16 layers of short-form content. And I'm not judging you. I'm sitting in the same boat. I've caught myself opening apps before my brain even finishes a thought. I've looked up and realized an hour's gone, and I can't even remember what I saw. It's not a character flaw, it's a design flaw. The apps are winning, but you're still here. You haven't clicked away. You haven't muted it. You didn't swipe past. You stayed, which means something inside you is still awake, still watching, still reaching. There's still a part of you, quiet maybe, buried maybe, but very much alive, that knows something's off, something's missing, something's slipping. And that part of you, it's whispering, wait, don't leave. This feels like something I've needed to hear. That's why you clicked this. Not for the title, not for me, for you. Because your soul recognized itself in the pause. Because deep down, your heart is nodding along quietly, like, yeah, this is it. While your brain is half laughing, half panicking, like, okay, wow, chill, this is too real. What is happening right now? But I'll tell you what's happening. You're remembering. You're remembering that there was a time when you felt more present, more alive, more you. Because somewhere inside you, the real you, the one you keep losing in the scrolls and silences and skipped songs, that version of you misses life, misses your full attention, misses mornings that didn't start with cortisol and blue light, misses slow breakfasts, misses the feeling of laughing so hard you forget to care how you look, misses hearing a song and letting it wreck you in the best way, misses conversations where your eyes weren't flicking between a screen and a soul, misses moments where your body was actually in the same place as your mind, misses sunsets that weren't turned into content, misses eye contact that didn't feel awkward, misses stillness that didn't feel scary, misses you. You miss you. I want that version of you back. Not the polished one, not the perfect one, the real one. The one who used to dream out loud and doodle on napkins and make bad jokes that made people laugh anyway. The one who used to build pillow forts. The one who used to sing in the shower like the whole world was your stage. The one who didn't overthink every word, every post, every move. The one who didn't compare themselves to a million strangers they've never met. The one who didn't need algorithms to feel seen. The one who believed they could be something. Not because of numbers or metrics, but because they felt it in their chest. The you before the noise. The you before the feed became louder than your own thoughts. The you who used to feel things in full color instead of filtered grayscale. I want you to come back, even just a little, even just long enough to take one deep breath that doesn't involve a like, a ping, or a scroll. Just long enough to remember what it feels like to feel. Not react, not repost, just feel. Put your phone down for a second. Just let it rest. Let your hands be hands again, not scroll machines. Look around your room. Really look. Notice the light coming in. Notice the pile of clothes you've been ignoring. Notice the photo frame with a memory you swore you'd never forget. Notice the coffee mug with the chip you keep meaning to replace. That's your life. This is your life. Not your explore page, not your FYP, not someone else's curated aesthetic of perfection. This, right here, the messy, the ordinary, the quiet, the dishes you've washed 100 times, the shoes by the door, the plant you forgot to water, the way your chair creaks when you lean back, the weird sock hanging off your lamp like it's trying to start a new fashion trend. This isn't background noise. This is you. This is where it all happens. And I promise you, one day you're going to miss this. You'll miss the nights you spent wasting time because they were never wasted. They were yours. You'll miss the moments you could have laughed or called someone or just been present, but didn't, because you thought there was always more time. You'll miss the friends who were right there, breathing the same air as you, while your eyes were somewhere else. You'll miss the chance to remember what it meant to be fully alive before being online took its place. You'll miss you, the version of you that was here, all the way here, breathing, noticing, feeling, human. So be here, even just for a little. Be awkward, be bored, be still, Let it feel strange. Let it feel unfamiliar. That's okay. That's what coming back to yourself feels like at first. A little shaky, a little quiet, a little like stretching after sitting in one position for too long. But the discomfort, that's you waking up. That's your soul poking its head out from under the blanket of noise. That's the sound of coming home. And maybe, just maybe, after this video ends, you don't click on another one. Maybe you just sit, inhale, exhale. No soundtrack, no performance, just breathe. Maybe you stretch your arms, let your neck crack. Maybe you text someone you haven't talked to in a while and say, "Hey, I miss you." Or maybe you step outside, not to take a picture, not to post a story, just to be outside, just to feel the air on your face, just to see the sky again. The sky that's been there the whole time, patient, quiet, waiting for you to look up, waiting for you to remember that you're here, that this moment is real, that nothing on your screen will ever love you the way your life does. They call it scrolling. I call it slipping away. But you just stopped. You paused. You listened. You remembered. And maybe, just maybe, this is the beginning of you coming back. Back to the world. Back to the small things that matter most. Back to the you that's been patiently waiting underneath all the noise. Welcome home.